played your first game. You were on the verge of losing to both a draw. Are you satisfied with the general output of your team?
Good evening all together, and first thanks for having me. Yes, I'm very satisfied, especially because of the first half. We created 5 really excellent goal chances. Elmina had 2, so if we would have scored, probably the latest or the final result would have been different. Second half was very equal. We made a big mistake. They made a big mistake. So I'm not fine with the result, of course, because I always want to win. But I'm absolutely fine with our first match in Ghana Premier League. This is historic.
Coach, how big a blow was the first half substitute of Abbas?
Yeah, you could see. I brought on Rashid, but it wasn't his day. I took him not off because of his performance, but we changed. Maybe you realize that after the goal we conceded, we changed our basic formation into a 4-4-2. Yeah, so he was a victim. So it was a heavy loss, of course.
Do you foresee a difficult season for Accra Lions? Asking this question based on the experience and you being a new entrant. What sort of challenge do you think the Premier League will present to your team?
The question is always difficult according or compared with what, related to what. Every match is a difficult match, whether you play Division 1, whether you play Ghana Premier League. What we have to face, and you already asked in that direction, we are a very, very young team, very, very unexperienced players, which you also see in training, in our training sessions. Yeah, a lot of dynamic style, but not really experienced. So this is probably the biggest challenge we will face, because if you play like against teams like Hearts of Oak or Kotoko or all those great names, just to mention 2, we will have to face a lot of experienced players who know how to deal with our young boys.
Coach, we are going to be blunt. Will you admit that inexperience cost your team for not winning the 3 maximum points of the game today? Because you played decent chances, but putting the ball at the back of the net was a problem for your attackers.
Yeah, but this is football. For me as a coach, the most important thing is that we create these chances. And the rest is up to individual quality on that day, is up to coincidence. As you all know, 50% of all goals worldwide happen by coincidence. Yeah? So this time we haven't been that lucky. But again, if we create this bunch of chances, this is what I absolutely appreciate. And this is why I'm not afraid.
Coach, can you take us through the system changes of today's game, the first half? What made the difference between the first half and the second half? We want to hear numbers, formations.
This is also surprisingly for me, because in halftime you sit in the locker room, you talk to your team, you praise your team, you tell them, wow, excellent first half, we had completely control of the match. And then you go out and you think there's a different team on the pitch.
You mentioned 4-4-2 formation.
Okay, but this was after the goal we conceded, so this was late in.
The first one, what's the first
We started with 3-5-2. 3-5-2, as anyone could see, 3 centre backs, 2 wing backs, 2 forwards, 3 central midfield players, and to make it more offensive and to create more pressure from the wing side, we changed into this 4-4-2, brought on Fausan and Hagen Frimpong, and as you see, it worked.
So in the first half, when you're in possession, what was the formation change? How did you keep the ball?
When we have ball possession, we don't have any system. And this is international football. You have to check out where are the spaces the opponent offers you. Go into these spaces, whoever it is. When you watch our matches last year, and you will see this year also, that players who start maybe as a wing back, they end up after a ball loss, they end up after a striker or after a corner you have a left fullback who ends up as an offensive midfield player. This is our game of style, our style of game.
We have Rich Saki. He's the captain of Accra Lions. He's also the captain of the team.
You have to fix it or else it will survive.
It will survive like this.
Just say exactly what I told you, please. Okay? Nothing else.
Yeah, good.